Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where I'm going to discuss with you all the major dollar pairs and gold. Yesterday, EURUSD continued down lower, taking out a lot of the internal liquidity, as you can see on the daily time frame. If we go to the 4-hour time frame, what we can see is that previously we broke swing bullish over here. We took out a lot of the internal liquidity above these descending highs, and then we started to consolidate a lot. Now what happened and what I was looking for yesterday is that if we go to the 1-hour time frame, then we were still trading inside this bullish order flow over here where we broke structure in towards the upside. Then we had some internal liquidity marked out. Last week what we could see is that we started to trade up higher after taking out this liquidity underneath here. But we didn't break any highs, started to consolidate, and now we broke in towards the downside. I was waiting for a confirmation from either this liquidity low or either one of those two liquidity lows, but as you can see, we didn't get any reaction and we just started to trade down lower due to the DXY trading up higher. Now what we can see on the 4-hour time frame is that this is our last swing structure in towards the upside. There was still a lot of liquidity open underneath these lows, underneath this low, and actually everything was all ascending lows. So we took that out. We are now trading towards the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, and I'm going to just wait to see if we can get some kind of a reaction from here. Then a clear break in towards the upside with a lot of momentum, and then continuation in towards the upside. Otherwise, what we can do is see if we can trade up towards this liquidity high over here, monthly yearly open, then see a confirmation that we want to trade down lower because there is still liquidity underneath the lows situated over here. If we then go to the daily time frame one more time, what we can see is that previously we did break swing bearish, so you can expect that we're going to see a further continuation in towards the downside. Timeframes are not really aligning currently, so going to stay out for a little bit longer until some more certainty comes into the market for me. If we then go to the DXY, what we can see is that the DXY, after a period of consolidation over here, tapping in towards this demand zone that for me still is not really strong, but at the moment provided us with more price in towards the upside. We tapped in towards demand, pushed up higher, took out all the liquidity underneath this low, and that is what provided us with the push up higher for now. If we then look at the 4-hour, what we can see is, yes, there is still a lot of liquidity open underneath these lows here from previous week. But we did now break structure in towards the upside as this was our last swing high. So we did break into bullish 4-hour price action now. And I do believe that we're going to fill up this gap that was left over here. So either a push up and then a push down for some continuation longs on the DXY, or we're going to see that we fill up this gap, then a nice break of structure in towards the upside, clear break in towards the downside, and then continuation down lower towards these liquidity lows over here. But also that's going to be waiting for what next week will give us. Then if we look at GU continued down lower as well, and we are still, let me see, we broke in towards the upside here. Yep, okay, yeah, we did break in towards the downside now on GU, so this is our last 4-hour swing. Let me mark that down. So GU is now 4-hour fractal bearish and swing bearish in my opinion, because what we did over here is we had a push in towards the upside. Let me see. Push in towards the upside after breaking structure in towards the upside here, and I do have to see if I agree with this completely. Looking at the daily, because I don't want to mark out internal structure as a swing structure, so let me check. We break in towards the upside on daily, we continue down in towards discount, we push up, and now we are coming back down. Let me then check the 4-hour once again. we have taken out a lot of liquidity underneath these lows that were situated over here, like this. So yeah, either we're going to see a reaction from here and then a continuation up higher, or what can happen now, because it's a little bit uncertain, is that we push up higher as well, take out liquidity here, and then a change of character in towards the downside for more downside continuation. But as you can hear, it's a bit of a 50-50, and we're going to stay out for now. Then we have NCD USD. NCD USD continued down lower as well, taking out liquidity underneath this low and underneath this low that previously I did mark out as not that strong, because for me it was kind of random that we started to trade up higher. So we did now take out all the liquidity that was situated underneath here. And if we can get a nice change of character, then of course I want to look for some continuation in towards the highs, because this is also ugly price action that I want to trade out eventually. So let's wait for that change of character inside this 4-hour demand zone. Then we have AUD USD, and AUD USD yesterday also continued down lower. I did wait and wanted to wait for this liquidity over here to get grabbed, and then a change of character inside this 4-hour demand zone that's really strong, because previously we traded off this move in towards the upside. Liquidity was left open, taken out. This demand zone did make a break up. Buyers came into the market. We swiped them out, took out some liquidity, and then a clear break in towards the upside. So if we can get some nice structure forming here, then I am happy to look for some more longs. But DXY has to show us some kind of change of character on the upside bullish momentum that is forming as of now. On USD CAD, what we can see is that we also traded up higher. Now we took out all the internal liquidity and we are trading inside a supply zone over here. Need to mark that as a 4-hour bearish chain. Of course, I've said it previously, this is not the strongest of zones because we don't take out any liquidity. So I would be happy to just see this continue up a little bit higher, take out this liquidity, tap in towards 4-hour supply, then a clear break in towards the downside, and then we can take out a lot of build up liquidity that's in this move up. So going to be waiting for those A+ shorts there. Then USD JPY finally started to trade up a little bit higher, but still it's really uncertain for me, and it's not something I'm going to trade. So still going to leave this one on the side. Then we have USD CHF, and USD CHF also continued up higher from this demand zone yesterday on the 1-hour time frame. What you could have done is, after grabbing liquidity underneath this low with a lot of momentum, place a buy stop on the 1-hour break up. But yesterday I wasn't behind the chart, so didn't take that setup, and still I wanted to see a reaction from that 4-hour supply zone on DXY, so I didn't want to trade against my overall bias. Now what we did do is we took out the liquidity above these ugly highs that we made over here, so that's perfect. Either see a reaction from here with a push down, push up, then a clear break of structure in towards the downside, and then some continuation shorts. Or what can happen is that we are going to connect towards this supply zone here, then see a change of character, and then trade some shorts. But I am certainly going to wait for these shorts. Then we have gold, and gold yesterday pushed down lower. Also this morning, massive downwards moves on gold. Yesterday and the day before, I was looking for some possible longs, but then we started to consolidate. We are now pushing down lower. This is still all ugly price action that I don't want to really trade off. We haven't connected with the 0.5, so it would be beautiful if we can just push down lower, take out more liquidity, and really wait for the bullish order flow to start forming again to enter some nice longs. Then silver as well. Yesterday I was looking for some possible silver longs from this supply or this demand zone over here. We took out liquidity, we pushed in toward the upside, and this was still a liquidity high that was open for me. So I wanted to see something like this. We traded in towards the zone, but didn't get any confirmation, and we're just continuing down lower for now. If we then look at the 4 hour, then this is of course not strange, because what did we do? We break in towards the upside here. We have a 1 hour swing structure, so we are now just grabbing liquidity underneath the 0.5. Would be even more beautiful if we can take out the liquidity underneath this low as well. So continuation a little bit down lower, some clear structure forming, break of structure, continuation longs in towards these liquidity highs. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one next week. Bye.